I'll keep it brief for once. This is Grammy-winning act Wet Leg from the Isle of Wight in England. Wet leg is apparently what islanders call anyone who isn't local. So, I've been a wet leg a few times, and I didn't even know it. So here's their track Chaise Long from their video. No, here it is from Spotify, as bit for bit as I can make it.
Hey you, over there, on the chaise long in your underwear.
Let's take that as the definitive version because Spotify is probably where most of the money is coming from. I like this track. I had to consult the Urban Dictionary to understand some of the lyrics, and in the spirit of a parental advisory warning, I suggest that you don't. Now, what's interesting is the mastering, purely in terms of level for my purpose here. Spotify, as we know, prefers a loudness level of -14 LUFS, as does YouTube, even though I normally make my videos a bit quieter at around -16 LUFS. Here we can see a measurement taken over the full duration of the track, measured by the Waves WLM Plus loudness meter, -14 LUFS. Now, let's look at the peak level of the track in dBTP, decibels relative to true peak, again as measured by the Waves WLM Plus. What? It's only -5.1 dBTP, rather than the full -1 or -2 dBTP that we're recommended, according to whether you use North American standards or European, or whether you follow Spotify's guidance for quiet masters or loud masters. This means, therefore, that a full 4.1 decibels of dynamic range has been wasted. Wasted! That's not going to save the planet, is it? This track could have been 4.1 decibels more dynamic, rather than squashing it down by 4.1 decibels more than necessary. Now, let me return to the fact that Wet Leg won Grammys for the Best Alternative Music Album and Best Alternative Music Performance, and nominations for Best New Artist and Best Engineered Album Non-Classical. That's 2.5 Grammys at least. I don't even have one yet. So it's likely that this, what I would normally call overmastering, is intentional and not some amateur home studio accident. At Metropolis Studios, they don't do things by accident. Clearly they like the sound they've achieved rather than the more dynamic sound they could have had. I don't know. I like the sound of this song too. Could it have been better with that extra 4.1 decibels of dynamic range? I don't know that either. What's important though is not what I think, it's what you think in the comments. See you soon.